Today, we are diving deep into one of the biggest questions in the tech world. How do you actually build a top-tier career? We're going to look at the classic choices, the super elite paths, and, of course, the massive tidal wave that is changing the entire game right now. So picture this. You're fresh out of school, you've got the skills, and you're ready to make your mark. But you're standing at a crossroads. One sign points to big tech, the other to startup. And this isn't just about your first job. This one choice can set the entire trajectory of your career. So let's really unpack the strategy behind each of these paths. You know, the first thing you have to get your head around is that there's no right answer. It's not that simple. What this really is a strategic trade-off. Are you playing the long game, optimizing for stability and a clear path upwards? Or are you swinging for the fences, chasing that moonshot that could have a life-changing payoff? Each one leads to a very, very different place. Okay, let's break this down, because this table tells such an interesting story. If you just glance at the base salaries, they look pretty close, right? But the real story, the one that matters, is in that second row, equity. In big tech, you're getting stable stock bonuses. It's a reliable, liquid part of your pay. A startup, though, they're giving you risky equity. It's a massive bet on the future. And you see that same pattern all the way down. Predictable, structured growth versus the chaotic, learn-as-you-go, trial-by-fire of a startup. So let's dig into that first path. Joining a giant like Google or Apple or Meta, it's like stepping into this perfectly engineered machine. It's all designed for massive scale and efficiency. It really is a place to build a rock-solid foundation for your career. And this quote just nails it. This isn't some theory. It's the real-world experience for so many people. A month-long onboarding where everything is documented, manageable hours. I mean, this is an environment that's literally built to turn smart graduates into highly specialized, top-tier engineers, and to do it without completely burning them out. So when you boil it all down, big tech is really offering you two critical things: predictability and credibility. You get a super clear career ladder, amazing training, and a name on your resume that will open doors just about anywhere. And maybe most importantly, the compensation is real. It's reliable, often paid out in what's called RSUs, liquid stock units. For anyone who's prioritizing financial security and deep, structured learning, this is an incredibly powerful way to start. Okay, now let's flip the script completely and look at the other path. If big tech is a well-oiled machine, a startup is a rocket ship. And look, it might just explode on the launch pad, or it could take you straight to the moon. Either way, the ride is absolutely guaranteed to be wild. And we have to be brutally honest about the risk here. Over 60% of startups fail within 5 years. The odds are just not in your favor. This number is the cold, hard reality check that sits underneath the entire startup gamble. Which brings us to this absolutely critical point. That big chunk of equity they offer you, for the vast majority of people who take that deal, it will end up being worth exactly zero. It is, for all intents and purposes, a lottery ticket. But if you happen to be holding a winning one, well, that can change everything. So why on earth would anyone take that risk? Well, because the upsides are things you just can't get in big tech. You're not a tiny cog in some giant machine. You pretty much are the machine. You'll learn everything: back-end, front-end, DevOps, maybe even sales. You could find yourself in a leadership role in just a couple of years. And you'll have a direct line to the founders making the biggest decisions. Your career isn't a ladder, it's a launch, tied directly to how well the company does. Okay, so you've picked your lane. You're either on the stable highway or the risky rocket ship. But that's just the start. What if you want to go even higher? How do you get to the absolute peak, the financial and technical summit that most people in tech will never even see? The answer, almost always, is extreme specialization. This is the expert's path. Think of it like trying to climb K2. It's brutally difficult. It takes a very unique set of skills, and only a tiny, tiny fraction of people can even make the attempt. A perfect example of this kind of role is the quant. So, what in the world is a quant? Well, these are the elite special forces of the finance world. They use mind-bendingly advanced math and computer science to find profitable patterns in the markets. Their job isn't just to build cool systems. It's to generate alpha, to literally create money out of data. And the reward for that is just staggering. Top quant developers can pull in over $1.6 million a year, mostly in pure cash bonuses tied directly to performance. And the barrier to entry here is just immense. This is not a job you just apply for online. The top quant funds, they recruit directly from the most abstract, most challenging PhD programs on the planet. I mean, we're talking about algebraic geometry, string theory, stuff most of us can't even comprehend. They're looking for a level of problem-solving ability that is just exceptionally rare. So what's happening? What is happening? What is the tectonic shift that's making this kind of deep, specialized expertise more valuable than ever before? Not just in finance, but across the entire tech industry. It's the AI revolution. It's as simple as that. We are living through a genuine gold rush, and the gold this time is intelligence itself. This isn't just another tech trend. It's a fundamental change in what computers can do, and it's creating this unbelievable demand for the brilliant minds who can build these systems, with top AI scientists now commanding multi-year compensation packages worth tens of millions of dollars, mostly in equity, to lock down that intellectual property. And this is the key to understanding what's happening. For decades, AI has lived inside the computer, just moving bits and bytes around. But that's all changing. As you can see right here, AI is starting to inhabit the physical world. It's getting a body. And this shot just illustrates that leap perfectly. I mean, just look at these tasks: hanging a shirt, putting a gear in place, even tying a shoelace. These are complex, dexterous things that honestly felt like science fiction just a handful of years ago. AI is literally learning to interact with our world. And this chart, wow, this tells you everything you need to know about the money side of this gold rush. Just look at that huge bar for the United States, dwarfing Europe and China. That's what it looks like when venture capitalists are pouring billions and billions of dollars into a new space, creating this massive wave of new companies and an almost insatiable demand for talent. You know, this isn't just about startups and making money. The impact of AI goes so much deeper, all the way to fundamental science. 2 Nobel Prizes in a single year, one for protein folding with AlphaFold, another for foundational work on neural nets. This technology is changing our ability to understand the universe itself. Okay, so we've got big tech, we've got startups, and we've got this massive AI tidal wave that's reshaping the entire landscape. So what does this mean for you? How do you possibly craft a winning strategy for your own career in the middle of all this? Well, for a lot of people, the most powerful strategy is actually a hybrid one. You start in big tech, you use their incredible resources to build your fundamental skills, your professional network, and that all-important resume credibility. Then, once you have that solid base, you make a strategic leap. You jump to a high-growth startup where you can apply those skills, get way broader experience, and yes, chase that lottery ticket upside. So, we've laid out the entire landscape for you. The established empires of big tech, the high-risk, high-reward territories of startups, and this new, wild frontier of AI that's changing all the rules. The pieces are on the board, but the game is yours to play. The only question left is, what's your opening move going to be?